Happy New Year! Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, over the past 2 days, I've explored with you the power of process goals over outcome goals, and we've looked at different areas of life where we can apply them. Today, I want to talk about how to make these changes stick. You know, Galatians 6:9 in the Bible encourages us, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And so with that, I want to talk to you in 3 points about how to maintain your New Year's resolutions this year. Point number 1, start small and build gradually. Jesus didn't ask his disciples to change the world on day 1. He started out by asking them to follow him for a day. And that became 2. And that became a week, became a month, became a year, became a lifetime. So as we build new habits, choose one process goal to start with and make it so easy you can't say no. You know, when I decided I was going to run every day, there were some days I didn't want to run. And I told myself, okay, if I'm not going to run today, I'm at least going to get dressed to run. And you know, there's not a day I ever got totally dressed to run that I didn't at least run a little bit. Because you spend all that effort getting ready. You know, you can add complexity only after consistency. So Noah built the ark 1 plank at a time, and we've just got to go out there and start small but build gradually. Point number 2, find some accountability and support. Paul wrote, no, it wasn't Paul. This is the Old Testament. This is back, let's use Ecclesiastes for this. Ecclesiastes 4. Verses 9 and 10 says, 2 are better than 1. If either one of them falls down, the other one can help them up. So you and I will maintain our process goals better if we share the commitment with someone else, join or create a support group, or even if it's just 2 of you, and do regular check-ins. How you doing today? Did you run today? And even celebrate small victories together. The power of 2 is greater than the power of 1. Leads me to my final point, and that's how do we handle obstacles? Well, Jesus said you ought to count the cost before you build a tower in Luke 14:28. That tells me I need to identify potential obstacles and then create specific if-then plans. I have to have backup processes ready. I need to remember, this is critical, I need to remember that if I fail to do something one day or 1 week or whatever the timing is, that's a temporary setback. I can't let it become a permanent failure. So as we begin this new year, remember, it's not about dramatic transformations. It's about faithful daily practices. And that's true whether you're working on your physical health, your relationships, your career, your spiritual life, your school. Focus on the small steps you can take and take heart in this promise. Philippians 1:6 says this is the way God works in us. It says, he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God is working on us daily. And your daily faithfulness combined with God's grace will lead you to lasting change. It can make a difference this year. It can make a difference for the rest of your life. And it's the reason I've made this your video thought for today.